Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome, everyone, to my final streaming day of the week. That is right. It is Sunday. It's that time again. Hope you guys and gals are ready for some fun. Yes. Today is the day. So welcome, everyone. Hope you're all having a good day, having a good weekend, right? Happy St. Patty's Day to those of you who celebrate. If you guys aren't aware, a holiday that celebrates many different things. If you're Roman Catholic, it's supposed to celebrate St. Patrick, the story of St. Patrick, who was a real person in Ireland. If you're a drinker, you're probably going to go get sloshed today. A lot of people do that. They go bar hopping. You know, it's an interesting holiday to say the least. Me, I don't really celebrate it. Never really have. Never actually went out drinking for St. Patrick's Day or anything like that. So, you know, for me, it's just another day, just another Sunday. But I know many of you may actually be celebrating, so enjoy. But be safe, please. Please don't take any kind of ridiculous risks. I know some people tend to go out there and kind of, you know, let their inhibitions out, which is fine as long as you are not drinking and driving. You're not doing things while inebriated that you will regret or could be harmful. Just saying. So, alrighty then. Outside of that, it's a normal streaming day for me. It's a full streaming day for me. What can you guys expect today? Well, it's our weekly Apex Legends co-op session, where myself, Brian, and Kekken will be sitting down for a bit in trying to get another win. All right? Now, it should be fun. We're going to be playing for a couple hours, but Brian has told me he has to leave today. He cannot stay for the whole stream. So basically, for the second half of the stream, we'll be looking for a new co-op partner. And already I got an offer from Master Saru, so we'll see if you know, it comes together and it works out or not, and go from there. All right, so we'll see. We'll see how today goes. I did practice this earlier this week. On Thursday, I did a practice session with various players. It was different players in different groupings. And I would say, even though I didn't even come close to winning, I did get a few... I did learn a few things. I figured out how to do the Peacekeeper charge move. I tried out Wraith for the first time, which was actually pretty interesting to try out Wraith. I enjoyed, you know, using Wraith for the couple of games that I did use her. Yeah, good. You know, it was good stuff. It was a good session, even though we didn't result in a win. That wasn't really the point of the session, anyway. Okay, so yes, today should be fun. At least 2 hours of co-op with Brian and Kekken, if everything works out well. And then after that, switching over to someone new. And we'll see how it goes. Okay? Tonight, I'm going to be doing some Street Fighter throwback fun. Now, what am I going to be playing? Well, last week I played Third Strike, so I'm thinking maybe I'll try to play Super Turbo tonight. I don't know how it's going to go. Last time I tried to play Super Turbo, basically I ended up playing the same people over and over, which is fun the first time you play them, but not every single freaking match. It tends to get boring after a while, quite frankly. And so I think we'll see how it goes tonight, but maybe I'll mix it up. Maybe I could do like an hour of Super Turbo and an hour of Third Strike, depending. Or maybe I could make a lobby of Super Turbo and get people to join. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but it's going to be some throwback Street Fighter fun tonight, and hopefully we get some good matches in, and that should be fun, our weekly Street Fighter session, right? Okay, tomorrow I'm off. Monday is my day off from streaming. Okay, so hopefully it'll give all of you the opportunity to catch up on all the stuff I've done this last week. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I did this last week. I wrapped up Devil May Cry 5. I started up playthroughs of both Donkey Kong Country and Super Mario RPG. A lot of chill gameplay fun this week, including progress in games like Subnautica and Minecraft. Also played some Modern Warfare Remastered, and some Blackout. So it was a good variety week for me. Tons of variety this week. And I hope that you guys will check all that stuff out over on DSP Gaming on YouTube during my day away from new streams, okay? Now, I'll be back on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, I'll be continuing with Donkey Kong Country, which people really seem to enjoy on Friday, okay? And if I beat Donkey Kong Country on Tuesday, then I'll be starting up Donkey Kong Country 2. Okay, pretty cool. Tuesday night, I'm probably going to do another session of Subnautica, my weekly session. This time around, looking for the final resources in order to make the prawn suit, which should significantly progress the game because I'll be able to do more things that I haven't been able to do before. I also have the ability to make a couple other things. I think I found the schematic for the mod station, which apparently is pretty important. Allows you to make a better knife and better items that make it viable to do things you couldn't do before. So yeah, so it should be a fun session of that this coming Tuesday. Wednesday, more than likely I'll be continuing Super Mario RPG, and I'll probably pair that with a weekly session of Black Ops 4 Blackout. Thursday, we'll see. I'll either do more Donkey Kong Country or more Super Mario RPG, depending on how things are going. And Thursday night, I'm thinking I'll do probably Modern Warfare Remastered at this point, because I've been enjoying that, and, you know, doing one weekly session has been working out. Then on Friday, it's the big release, the biggest release, in my opinion, of the year so far. Sekiro, the new game from Software, is finally coming out this Friday. I'll be playing it all day long on both of my first and second streams. I'll be trying to master the new combat mechanics. Yeah, right, like I've ever mastered anything in a From Software game. And I'll be trying to make progression. So that should be a fun day. And then this coming Saturday, it's my big 12-hour gaming marathon. A very special event where I'll basically be playing all of the stuff that you guys like to see me play, including at least 2 hours of Sekiro progress, since that's the hot new release everyone's going to want to see, plus progress in games like Donkey Kong Country and Super Mario RPG, plus some Battle Royale with Black Ops 4 Blackout, plus some throwback retro Street Fighter. And in addition to all of that, I'm probably going to do a segment where I just kind of talk with you guys for a while. Now, the reason I'm doing this marathon, very frankly, is because I need your help. This is a do or die, make or break event for me. All right? Coming up in April, I owe a significant, large chunk of taxes to the federal government. All right? I need to raise as many funds as possible in the next month in order to pay these taxes down and pay them off completely if I can. All right? This week, I'm going to hear back from my tax guy on how much I actually owe and how it's going to work. All right? Finally, I'm going to get a definitive answer on all of this week, which then means we'll know exactly, you know, what I'm looking to raise. This Saturday coming up, during this marathon event, I'm going to have a tips goal that we're going to be working toward. And it's going to be your opportunity, if you love my content, you know, my daily live streams, my videos on YouTube, to contribute and try to knock down these taxes as much as we possibly can. What I'm honestly hoping for is a good answer from my tax guy saying, you know, you owe this, and, you know, ideally what I'm hoping is that it's not going to be like, you have to pay this entire amount in full on this day, and if you don't, you're completely screwed because you're destroyed by late fees and interest. Because if he says that, that's pretty deflating. All right? But if he says, oh, you know, here's what you got to pay, and if you pay, you know, some of it, it helps, that'd be good, because then whatever we raise can help. You know what I mean? So, let's see how it goes. All right? Let's see. Whew. Hopefully, this ends up being a very, very positive and very fun event for everyone, and hopefully I raise a good amount via tips to help with this situation. All right? It's basically make or break. Like I said, if this does not go well, I don't know what I'm going to do besides sell my house, which I don't want to do. As you guys know, I work my butt off to be here. So, that's this coming Saturday. A very, very important event, okay? Then after that, basically, it's just going to be me playing Sekiro, kind of balanced in with everything else that I've been doing. That last week of March, I'm definitely playing the final episode of The Walking Dead, and I'm strongly considering playing MLB, the new MLB game, all right? And after this week as well, I'll also know what week I'm going to be going to Connecticut in April to visit my parents. So that information is coming up shortly as well. So a lot of stuff coming up this week, all right? It's a very, very busy, important week for me. So, should definitely be a fun week. A lot of interesting stuff. A very important stream on Saturday. And, of course, Sekiro, which everyone's going to get hyped for, right? So, good stuff coming up. Good stuff coming up. Now, outside of all of that, there's not a heck of a lot else to talk about. Gotta hope for the best. Gotta feel positive, right? That's kind of the approach I'm taking to everything. You just gotta stay positive, hope for the best, hope everything works out, and go from there. Because the bottom line is, if you don't, and you get wrapped up in negativity, it doesn't help anybody, right? Kind of the approach I've always taken with all the stuff that goes on the internet, all the drama queens making up shit and just doing stupid shit. I ignore it all, and I just come here every day positively and put out fun streams for you guys, and it's worked. So why change from that formula, right? So there you go. All right, guys. So all that being said, thank you guys very much for all of your support, okay? Thank you very much for over 10 years of being able to do what I love for a living, all right? And hopefully things will work out. All right? Fair enough? All right. Let's do a very quick plug segment. And then we're going to move into shout-outs for those who have contributed. And then we're going to get ready for our Apex Legends co-op. Okay? Very nice. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy my daily live streams, if you enjoy my on-demand videos on DSPGaming on YouTube on a daily basis, and if all of this is good stuff, okay, well, guess what? Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all of your support. If you would like to see all of this continue, and hopefully see me not lose my house this year, there are many ways that you can actually contribute. You can check out my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. Okay. And, you know, when you pledge to my Patreon, you earn personal perks, depending on how much you pledge, including things like being able to nominate stuff for special events. Next month, we will have a new special event. That's going to be the Viewer's Choice event. All right. We'll talk about that once we get to April. But also, you'll be able to get your questions answered on my bi-monthly show, Ask the King, and even get a private Q&A video made. Okay? All right, I've had enough of this. Fucking people pissing me off in the stream chat. Already someone was acting up this morning. Okay? Got timed out for 10 minutes after insulting me. And comes back and immediately starts saying stupid shit again. Well, goodbye. I'm just trying to do a pre-stream and I can't because every time I look at stream chat, I get distracted by this idiot. He's gone. I'm done. Not putting up with it anymore. Enough being distracted. Okay. Now we can get back to the business. Okay. You can check out my Teespring store, where I have all kinds of fun merchandise. All right. Anything you buy there is high quality. I can attest to it because I own a bunch of it. But also helps me out, so please give it a look. That's teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. And if you're here live on the stream and you would like to contribute and get a shout out for your contributions, if you either cheer, sub, or tip, you will get a shout out during today's stream. Keep in mind it is co-op. During co-op, I basically have to be very hyper-focused on the game and my teammates. But when I get an opportunity, I will give you a shout out in between games in particular is when I'll get caught up. All right. So, very nice. Now, as you can see, we have a stream stats leaderboard at the top of the screen where I put up things like the top cheerer and top tipper of the day. So, good way to get extra recognition for your contributions, right? Of course, we also have the cheering leaderboard, which is automatic and integrated into Twitch. That's going to be updating over the course of today automatically as well. Keep in mind, today, Sunday, is the last streaming day of the week per Twitch's tracking criteria, so that leaderboard will reset overnight. So if you want to get up there in the rankings, today is the day. All right. Now, FYI, as I've already mentioned, the best way to support me right now would be to tip me. That's why I'm doing a whole tips event this Saturday. Tipping me, I get those funds right away and I can put them towards my taxes. Okay? So the tips are the way to go. And it's much appreciated when you guys do tip me. It is. It's very much appreciated when you guys tip me. So please consider it. All right, please consider tipping me during today's stream. There's 2 ways you can do so. Below the stream, there's a button that says Tips Jar that you can click on. All right, and you can either be anonymous or you can leave your name in a message, depending on, you know, how you want to do it. If you want recognition, great, but some people don't. They just want to support and not make a big hubbub about it so that no one, you know, tries to make a deal out of it, and you can do that, okay? If you don't see that Tips Jar button, you can also just type !tip into the stream chat. That will bring up the link that you could click on to leave a tip, okay? Very nice. Now, you can also cheer and sub. Those things are great, and I'm very appreciative for anyone who does. And, you know, I'm going to give you a shout-out, too. I know I'm emphasizing tips right now because of my tax situation, but, you know, cheering and subbing also helps in the short term. I mean, excuse me, in the long term is what I meant to say. You know, and I am grateful. I'm not leaving a gift horse in the mouth. I'm happy for anyone who contributes in any way. So thanks, everyone, for any kind of contribution. Okay? All right. All right, so all that being said, guys, thank you very much for everything. Hopefully today's a fun stream. Hopefully all of today's fun. And I hope you are having a good St. Patty's Day. Hope that doesn't go too crazy for you. Let's do some shout-outs. All right, we got a couple shout-outs to do. Not too many, at least for now. What the? Laptop's frozen again. Come on, you want to unfreeze? Yes, okay, there. It unfroze. All right, so overnight, Game Master used an Ember. Cheered 60 bits and said, "I'm not dead yet." What is up, Game Master? Haven't seen you in a long time. Hopefully you're doing well. And thanks for the support, especially because, you know, I'm not broadcasting, but you keep me in mind and swing by every once in a while still to cheer. Thank you very much, Game Master. Okay. So now, during today's live stream, Xbox One is garbage. Tip me $1. He says, Elon Musk is such a fascinating person. He's got to be an alien or robot. No human is that smart. I don't really know much about Elon Musk. I guess, you know, he's a pseudo-celebrity, mostly because he's rich and controls the Tesla company and does kind of weird stuff. And to me, I mean, just from the things that I've seen, you know, as news stories and stuff around him, he doesn't seem like the most balanced individual to me. I mean, I don't know the guy personally, so this is not me speaking from any kind of, you know, intelligent firsthand experience. But for me, I wouldn't want this guy controlling my company. You know what I mean? Like, basically, this guy does some random stuff. You know, he goes on a podcast smoking weed, and says a bunch of random stuff that doesn't necessarily make him seem like the most balanced individual. He goes on his Twitter and basically says, "Oh, I'm going to offer up Tesla as a public company, and we're going to hit $420 a share." This is actually a violation of the Securities and Exchange Commission rules for when you are in charge of a company. You can't do that because it's considered a public disclosure that's illegal. And the guy gets in trouble legally for doing this. Come to find out, the reason he did it was because he was at a party with some girl who was smoking weed, and he did it to impress her. Get it? $420 a share. The whole thing was a joke. Yeah, it was hilarious because people at the time thought he was serious and were freaking out and were like, "Oh, this is great. Yes, this is great." You know? So all this stuff that he does is just like so unbalanced. And it's like, this is the guy you want in charge of your company. Like just recently, they announced, "Oh, well, we're going to start selling Tesla cars for $35,000. But in order to do this, we have to cut corners. So we're going to shut down all of our brick and mortar stores. We're laying off all those employees. And we're just closing it all. It's all online based now. No more test drives, nothing." This is a big announcement. Everyone's like, "Wow, that's a huge change for Tesla." Like we never thought they would do that. That's pretty bad in my, you know, in a lot of people's opinions, because they're like, "Wow, you're just laying people off willy-nilly." It seems like this was a spur of the moment decision out of nowhere. Oh, 2 days later they announced, "Oh, that's all untrue. We're not actually doing that." Oh, we're going back on that. You know, maybe some stores will close, maybe they won't. We're gonna look at this again. It's like, that's a weird company. That's a company that, like, it literally exists on hype. The hype for the Tesla car, and the fact that people seem to like that the leader of this company isn't some staunchy old white guy in a business suit. You know what I mean? he's definitely not your typical shrewd businessman. And I think a lot of people like that about him, that he's a very different kind of character, and he is a character. At the same time, I don't necessarily know I would want that guy being in charge. You know what I mean? Like, then again, some people like that. It's refreshing to them. It's something different. And that's why they like the company, they like the cars, they like the product or whatever. I don't know. I've also never driven a Tesla, and I don't have any idea what the car is like, or if it's, you know, any better or worse than anything else in regards to you know, the product itself. So I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I don't have an informed opinion. All the opinions that I have on Elon Musk are based on stories I hear in the media. You know, don't know the guy personally. Don't actually know what kind of a leader is he behind the scenes. What kind of decisions does he make about his company behind the scenes? We don't really know. You know, it would definitely be interesting if someone wrote a memoir about this, like behind the scenes at Tesla. You know, how it actually went down with this guy as the leader or whatever. And you know what? The bottom line is, a lot of people do that stuff. A lot of people actually will do that later on and give you the behind-the-scenes scoop on what actually was going on at this company. But, you know, I like I said, I certainly don't know enough to have any kind of a valid judgment on the guy. You know, so I'm not really going to, outside of what I've said, that's basically just based on public fact in the news, you know, I'm not going to say anything else because that would be pretty uneducated and stupid. Okay? But anyway, you're the first tipper today. So thank you very much to Xbox One is Garbage, and you're up there on the leaderboard as the top tipper. So there you go. Indeed Jabs. Tip me $1 says, what's your take on Alex Jones? I have zero take on Alex Jones. I've never seen the guy's content / show. I've never listened to anything he said. You know, I know nothing. So I'm not going to comment on him whatsoever. You know, the crazy stuff. Again, another guy, you hear all this crazy stuff in the media or whatever. But I really just don't care about the guy. He seems like a meme factory, right? With the stuff that he says about turning the frogs gay and stuff like that. Like, what the hell? Once you hear that, it's like, I really have no desire to ever hear anything from this guy. That's where I draw the line. So. Alright, Xbox One is Garbage. Ship me another $1. He says he's still smart, though, with the tunnel system under LA and all the space stuff he does, and he has a plan to colonize Mars in the future. Yeah. Should I really comment? Do you really think he's going to colonize Mars? The guy who makes 420 jokes on Twitter and gets in trouble with the SEC, do you really think he's going to colonize Mars? Or do you think he's going to make another 420 joke about colonizing Mars? You know, I don't know. Yeah. Hey, more power to him if he actually gets stuff done. But, again, is he really the person to be doing it? I don't know, man. All right, and then I received a $1 troll tip, which I'm not going to acknowledge. So, all right. Let's go ahead. Update our total here. We're at the $4 in tips. And no cheers yet so far today. All right, no cheers yet so far, but that is perfectly fine. Hold on. I can see we got no mods in the stream chat today, which is frustrating because I just added a bunch of mods. Where are they? Where are the mods? I don't know. But then again, you know, it's a random Sunday. Typically mods are here, so not a big deal. All right, what I want to do before we get started, I do want to give a shout out to the top 10 cheerers of the week. It's the final opportunity to give them credit simply because after tonight it resets, right? It resets all that. So let's go ahead and give credit where credit is due to the top cheerers of the week. If I can get it to work. Okay. In 10th place this week. Oh my god, it's doing it again. My laptop. My laptop, man. In 10th place for this week, Goldry Bluzco. Then we have a triple tie for 7th place between K-Styles 1998, Unlimited Swaggins, and Vote for the Trumpster. All triple tie for 7th place. Thank you very much. In 6th place, we've got Captain Psycho. In 5th place, Infinite 55. In 4th place, Nasif. In third place, Uzi Go Hard. In second place, Straight Cash Homie. And sitting there nicely at first place, RFHC5. So, there you go. Thank you guys very much for all of your support. Very much appreciated. Hopefully, having a good time. We'll have a good time today with Apex Legends. Maybe we'll get another win, which would be very nice. And as I said, there'll be opportunity when Brian has to take off to get someone else in here and jump in and, take over. Take the reins, as they say. So, if you're interested, be sure to stay on deck. I'll let you know when we're going to swap over and everything, okay? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the pre-stream right now. I'm going to make the party as usual, as you guys know. Takes a couple minutes to make the party up and get it going with the voice chat and all that. But we shall be starting in just a few moments here. Oh, I just received a $1 tip from Indeed Jabs asking, do I think that Alex Jones should have been taken off of YouTube? I think everyone has the right to speak freedom of speech. He's nuts but funny at times. I don't know. Again, I cannot comment on Alex Jones because I have no actual knowledge of the guy. Like, I don't know what kind of crap he said. Well, I guess a lot of people say he says inflammatory stuff that gets people hurt. That he knows is bullshit for the sake of ratings. And, I guess I can understand that. That, why some people would be turned off by that. Or why that could be hurtful. So, I don't know. You're asking me to give you an opinion on something that I don't have the facts to give you a balanced opinion. I don't know the guy. I don't know what he said. I don't know the situations. So I can't give you an answer. I know you're dying to hear my opinion on Alex Jones. I can't possibly have one. And quite frankly, I don't care. I know that Alex Jones is a lot of the times a political commentator. And we don't really talk politics here on my streams. So, I'm not going to go that. I'm not going to lean that way or go that way either. So. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the pre-stream. It's going to be quiet for a few minutes here as I set up the party with Brian and Kekin, so please be patient. And then I'll be back, and we're going to get started with our fun co-op, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully we get it. I would really love to get another win. Thank you very much, everyone, and let's begin with Apex Legends. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? What does this mean? Does anyone understand this? The mall doll fall? I don't know what that means, but I got a tip, $2.50 from this person. I'm actually nervous that this is someone trying to get me in trouble because I don't know what the hell that means. The mall doll fall. What does that mean? Thank you to whoever this is. Like I said, they tipped me $2.50, but I'm kind of scratching my head like, what does that mean? Is it a troll thing? How is doll spelled? D-O-L-L. The word doll. Is it a meme? Because he's the top tipper. I want to put him on the leaderboard, but I don't want to put him on the leaderboard if it's going to get me in trouble. I don't know what the hell it means. It doesn't sound like anything bad, right? All right, well, let me update this. So, I mean, how is it a troll? I have no idea. This is one that goes right over my head. It goes completely over my head. If this is a troll, this has gone completely and utterly over my head. Here, I'm gonna write it because he's the top tipper. The mall doll fall. What could that be? I don't know what that is. All right. Well, thank you very much, whoever you are. I have no idea what that's a reference to, or yeah, that's very confusing. But thank you very much. Then I did actually receive a troll tip afterward, so I'm gonna ignore the troll tip. But I am going to update the total tips, so. Sir Quivity says, well, now you've unleashed a 29,000-year-old curse by saying that. Hold on. Are there any, like, scarab beetles? Is there black sand swirling around my office? Like, did I unleash a mummy or something? What is going on? Okay. Barbie doll mall shopping? Yeah, who knows what that's supposed to mean? Okay. Alright, anyway. Read it backwards, then forwards, then sideways. Close one eye, hop on one foot, and read it upside down, and then it means something else, I guess. I don't know. Alright, anyway. Anyway, guys, as I was saying, before I was incredibly confused here. Indeed Jabs just hit me another $1. Said, hide your kids, hide your wife. They're coming for you. Let the fun begin with Apex. Alright, well, now we're up to 10 bucks in tips. Thank you. Alright. So, as I said, guys, what we're going to do, end the pre-stream, take a break here about 5 minutes while I set up the party with Brian and Kekin and get set up and get ready to go. Sound good? Fair enough? Alright, guys, so I'll be back in just a minute here. Please be patient. The stream will be silent while I do this setup. But I'll be back shortly, okay? Thank you. And I shall return in just a moment. Alright.